Hi, my name is Veronica and you are watching Night Stitch, and today I'm going to be doing another definition video. Today's definition is 1/1, and I have an example to show you. So the two numbers, the first number means the number of threads that you are using, and the second number means the number of boxes in your fabric or squares that you are stitching over. So with even weave, you have 4 little boxes that make up one box. So like this X, the X's that are bigger are stitched over 2 boxes, and the stitches that are smaller are stitched over 1 box. And so I used 1 thread over 1 box to get the effect of the smaller stitches. And then I guess I'll just say what 2/2 means as well, because it's kind of the same concept but just with different numbers of threads. So 2/2 means 2 threads over 2 boxes. So you get the bigger stitches. So this is 32 count Lugana. But the way I stitched the bigger boxes means that it's equivalent to a 16 count Aida. But I used the Lugana because I can do those tinier stitches 1/1 without the problem of having to pierce Aida to get that effect. So that's all that 1/1 means versus 2/2. And it's usually only needed when you're referencing even weave or linen, because those are the 2 kinds of fabrics where 4 little boxes makes 1 box. Yeah. So I get 32 count Lugana, so then I can stitch it in the equivalent of a 16 count Aida, because it's dividing 32 by 2 to get 16, because I'm stitching 2 threads over 2 boxes. So yeah. And with Aida, because the fabric is boxy in itself and 1 box is just 1 box, usually that's why you don't reference that when you're stitching on Aida, because it's usually just, whether you're using 2 strands, you're always stitching over 1 box. So yeah. I didn't know if my demonstration or my show and tell of my Tassel Homecoming was good enough to see the 2/2 and 1/1. So I thought I'd draw a diagram here. And so on the left we have what is Aida. So like just 4 holes in all the corners. And then for even weave or linen, there are like many more holes. And so when you do 1/1 or 2/1, it's literally just, you go up with your X and then you come back down and go up with your X, and that's what over 1 means. So if you were going to do that with even weave or linen, so let's say this is 28 count even weave. So if you wanted to stitch over 1 on even weave or linen, you would go like this. So like that. But then if you wanted to do 2/2, so say this is 14 count Aida and this is 28 count even weave. If you wanted to stitch over 1 on the 28 count, then it would be 28. If you stitch over 2 on the 28 count, then it would be an equivalent of 14 count. So then you can make your picture fit like if you did it with the 1 over 1 on the 28, it would be smaller than if you did the over 2, so that it would be the equivalent of 14. So when you want to do 2 over 2 or 1 over 2, it doesn't matter. But if you would want to do over 2 on linen, what you do is you come to the bottom left of where you wanted to go, and then you go 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's where you make your top. That's the top of your stitch. So you'd go from here, so the bottom left, and you'd go all the way up to the top there. And then when you come down, you go from this bottom right all the way to that top. And then you see how the X's are the same as the eta if you do over 2. So that's what 1 over 1 here or here and 2 over 2 or 1 over 2 means in cross-stitch terminology. Hopefully I explained that well enough. If you have questions, you can comment below. Well, that's the definition video for today. So I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye.